Okay, so hello everyone to the F1 2020 Esport International League Australian Grand Prix Xbox race. I hope that you will enjoy it along with us, and this race will be a little bit different because we didn't found a regular spectator for the race, but we will see the race from views of other drivers. So I hope you will enjoy it with us, that everything will work well, and yeah, I just hope everything will work well and that we will all enjoy the race. Here we are in the lobby with all of our drivers ready for the Xbox race. Two Red Bull Racing drivers, one Alpha Tauri driver, two McLaren drivers, and one Mercedes and one Alfa Romeo driver. It will all start with qualifying and then we will go to race. We will get to start of qualifying. We will get to start qualifying very soon. Our drivers now starting the session in 17 seconds, 16 seconds, 15 seconds. It looks like an interesting qualifying so far, so fight for pole position between drivers and all of that stuff. It will be very interesting. Of course, not all Xbox guys get to use today, but they will race in Bahrain. We are viewing the qualifying and the race from view of the Red Bull Racing driver. But if you want to be an official spectator and commentator alongside here with me, you can join our Discord server. I'm gonna send the link in the chat if you are on Xbox, and you can start commentating with me because we are looking for an official commentator and spectator of the races on Xbox. Sorry for so long loading, but it is done now and we are ready for the qualifying session at the start. The qualifying now will be really interesting. The fight for pole position between all the drivers, between McLaren and Alfa Romeo is also in a big fight here. All the drivers are very talented. First race. Here we are then with our driver who we will be following through this entire race in the pit box. Our Red Bull driver. I'm really looking forward to this one because our first Xbox race so far. We don't know how it will go, but it should be all fine. So all of our drivers leaving at the same time, leaving the pit lane. Very interesting. The McLarens following each other, giving each other the slipstream. Now this will be a really interesting one. Really interesting. Fight for pole position and all of that stuff. I'm really looking like, I think the biggest chance is on the side of McLaren's because they were preparing a lot for the race. But I don't know how other teams were preparing, so we will still see. All engines are of course equal for the race. So maybe even AI can mix up the race a little bit. Oh, here is our Red Bull driver warming up the tires. Just wow. Who would think that? Oh, there are 6 people on the stream already. Wow. Thanks a lot for your support, guys. We really appreciate it. So warming up the tires and letting the McLaren pass by our Czech driver. I think he's the Czech guy. I don't really know because I never saw the game attacks. And here he goes onto the main straight into the fast lap. Really going for it, our Red Bull driver who will be following through all race. He's a little bit wide here, but really good taking of the first turn on the grass a little bit with DRS now wide open going into the 8th gear. And amazing braking. Oh, and locking up a bit. Nothing really big happened, just a small damage to the tires because of the lock up. Going fast through the section as it should be. Really going for it. Maybe trying to catch up with the McLaren. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to catch up with him and get his slipstream, which would help him a lot. As another lock up here. Wow, going for it. Really fast here, not missing the braking point. In PC race, one of our drivers missed the braking point here and spun around, destroying his entire race. So they have to be really careful here, not to spun here. Otherwise, it wouldn't go well. Okay, now he's taking the last turn with carefully. Another lock up there. So, but really going for it. Not bad lap time. He can improve a lot, but he's really for the first lap done well. Really great. He's going for another fast lap as it looks like, which is really cool. As he's in 10th place, not say he's safe for Q2, but he really looking forward to improve, nearly half second improvement, which will be really interesting. Fast sector 1, fast sector 2, but not fastest overall. DRS wide open, going for it. A little bit on grass there, locking up and losing a lot of time in the sector 3. Low fuel mount, doesn't look like the fuel lasted for him. Looking up and going into the pit box, lost fuel. Really going for it, but the fuel didn't last. Hurted his lap a lot. It was looking really great, but didn't finish. A full pit box then, as he is now pulling into the pits. Our driver who we are following this race. Really cool lap from him, but the fuel killed it all. Which is kinda sad because his lap was amazing, but it didn't last it. As he's now in the pit box. Now, I would like you guys in the chat to theorize who will take the pole position and win the race. I'm really looking forward what you will think about it. As at the beginning of the spring we saw all drivers who will race today. As our driver who we are following is now sitting in the pit box. So yeah, he's now out again with fresh fuel and going for it. He goes outside of the pit box for another fast lap in Q1. Speeding up out from the pit lane. Braking lately. Going for it. On the grass, but not spinning, holding it. Very great. Not no lock upping. Okay, he did look up. That's a bit oversteering for him, I think, actually. But our driver is not having the best lap times, actually. They are risking to get to fall out in Q1, some of our drivers, like the Mercedes driver, actually. But it's looking really good so far for him. And once again, I wanted to ask you guys in the chat if you are on Xbox and want to join Start Racing with us or want to comment with me. Don't forget to join the Discord server. I sent the link. Looking up a little bit, our driver, but everything seems good on his outlap. Now going out, activating DRS on the main straight, fastly going through checkered flag, following the racing line, turning a little bit for the outside, going to the inside, looking up actually again, but his stop time improving. But he's still risking to get out in Q1. Oh my god. Fastly going, nearly half second improvement actually. We're really good for him. Doing everything as great as he can. Trying, changing, going for the cockpit mode, but now again for another one. Another lockup. His tires really must be destroyed now, and it cost him a lot of time. After turn 12 Alfa Romeo crash warning. After turn 12 Alfa Romeo crash warning. Okay, interesting. So in turn 12 we might have an incident of Alfa Romeo crashing. That's kinda bad. But I don't see anything. I don't see anything like Alfa Romeo crash, actually. But nearly half second slower after the lockups. Not really good. Doesn't look well. He had actually a great exit, but didn't make the time up. Another lockup. Not really good. And now I think he will have to do a slow in lap because his fuel most probably won't last this lap. And big lockup on both front wheels, and he spun around. Returning on the track safely, damaged tires actually, as the Mercedes now goes past him. And another spin. That didn't end up well, as his tires are now really, really damaged. He is struggling to keep the car, the tires completely destroyed and overheated, as he's struggling really, really a lot to keep the car on the track, as you can see. And oh no, another spin, flat spotted tires, but he again keep it out of the barrier, which is an amazing, amazing performance from him, as he lets the AI drive for him to the pit box. Very, very sad ending for his fast lap, as it was going quite nicely. And oh no, another spin and another spin, but no damage looks like. But completely overheated tires and brake. Tires completely destroyed, overheated, struggling to get the car back. Really, really disappointing. Going into the pit box now. Great job from him. Now in the pit box, he really needs to get new set of tires if he wants to get out of elimination zone for Q1 and to improve his lap times, because these tires are overheated, completely destroyed. He really needs more lap time improvement. Maybe try it on fresh set of soft tires. That's the only way I can see it for the Q2. I don't think there is other way how we can get to Q2. Sergio Perez leading the qualifying. But not really good news because of the overheated tires. The overheated tires. Did he actually put them on again? Did he put them on again? He's trying another lap on the destroyed tires. Is it actually happening that he is trying another lap on the overheated soft compound tires? He's actually, I think he's actually really doing it. Now this is a big risk. This is a really, really big risk. This is a really big risk. If this will work, he will have fresher sets of soft tires, but he can also lose it all because these tires are completely destroyed, completely destroyed. But going from the cockpit view for his fast lap, we can see he's not missing the braking point here. He actually went on to, and there was a McLaren parked on the grass. Someone had a terrible crash there, I think. Someone had a big accident there of the into the barrier, maybe a small damage picking up, a little lock up oversteering, but now going very bravely into the straight, final straight for the fast lap. As you can see, the tires not really in the best condition, but he's still trying it. He still wants to improve his time. He wants to beat other drivers. He is going for it all he can. Put it and locks up and going onto the grass, and all the improvement thrown away. Now he will have to go back, I think, into the pit box and Oh, struggling to keep the car. Again, what we saw previous lap. Overheated tires and looks up struggling to keep the car on the track. He really needs fresh sets of tires. I don't know what's going on here, and he is having actually quite great saves, but here's now McLaren approaching, but I don't know if in slow or fast lap. We will see. We don't know. And missing the braking point, and he goes spinning around, hitting the barrier with his tires, throwing it all away. Both McLarens passing. Big chances thrown away. He has 1 minute, and he really needs to get out of the 18th place he is currently in. Not his fault, I think, actually, just overheated tires. As he is struggling so much to keep the car on the track. Real disappointing for him, but I still think he has a chance. I still believe in him, he has a chance. Locking up there again. The tires are completely... Look at the temperature of the tires. He has it there. He has here the... And oh no, another spin, and another spin, another and another. This is really bad. He doesn't have a lot of time to continue in Q, in qualifying. So, what can he do now? He's most probably out because I don't know what he could do about it here. I hope that he can do something about it, but causing yellow flag and spinning again, and oh no, oh no, no, no. Really, really disappointing. And nearly hitting the Alpha Tauri, passing him. And he's going for another lap. He wants to try it, he wants to try it, but the tires are so hot. If he can make it, then he is really excellent. And spinning out. Spinning out he goes, and I think that's qualifying over, and nearly hitting the Alfa Romeo. Oh no! Was there a contact? I don't know, but it looks so that there was the contact. Qualifying complete. All he can do now is go disappointed into the pit box. Qualifying over for some of our drivers, as we are looking for the spectator on Xbox, so don't forget to join our Discord server. Now, what can he do, this guy in the race? I think he has a big chance, but he really, really needs to stay focused in the race and do not make big mistakes. If he can do that, he is really going to be one of the good drivers. And here we are, spectating from one of the DNF drivers who hit the tire barrier, watching his teammate, the Red Bull driver. As the qualifying is over for one McLaren driver, most probably Alfa Romeo driver is not going to improve, and the Red Bull. Red Bull's making the last. Red Bulls are making the last cars on the grid. Now the Alfa Romeo didn't improve, and it's out as well. Wow, our guys really don't looking a lot promising, I have to say. Something is maybe wrong. As the Red Bulls are making the back of the field. We will see what they can do. As now the Q2 will start, and fight for pole position will continue, and fight between our Xbox drivers will continue as well. And here are rest of our drivers and the AIs who make it through into qualifying too. The Red Bulls can actually make some good points in the race, but they need really great tire management. That's all I can say. Rest is just up on them. That's the only thing I can say. Red Bulls are out in Q1. As here is our Mercedes driver, Alex, going for his outlap, one of the pole position contenders, hoping he can manage it and get the pole. All drivers on the outlap are waiting in a strategic move. Some will maybe try with the medium tires actually, going for it. But what we saw from PC race, mostly one-stop strategies and few two-stop strategies. But we still don't know how it will end. So here is the Mercedes driver in his black dark Mercedes. With number 14, he goes for the fast lap. Starting his fast lap now, he goes. And he's off. He went off in the turn 1, causing a yellow flag. Didn't brake early enough. Went off, and that's really disappointing for him at the start of the qualifying. Here is our McLaren driver, and Valtteri Bottas, but our McLaren driver going for the fast lap as well now. Will he do the same mistake as the Mercedes, or can he keep it? Let's hope he can keep it, and he starts his fast lap now. With DRS wide open, the orange McLaren hitting a little bit of dirt there, doesn't really matter. Goes out now. Again, DRS on this straight. Braking heavily. Wow, what a pace from them. McLaren's looking very promising here. George Russell is on provisional pole so far, but Daniel Kvyat now sets the fastest lap. Charles Leclerc beats that lap, as the McLaren's going for it. The McLaren with number 69, I think, I'm not sure, and someone has been off in sector 3, but it's all clear now, so just a little incident, as he is nearly touching the wall here. And another yellow flag in sector 1. Wow, what can he do about it? What will this McLaren do with his time? Where will his time put him? We will get to know that very shortly, as he now goes during last turn onto the main straight, opening DRS. Great pace on the final straight, crosses the line now, and it is provisional pole for him. The McLaren on provisional pole with 1:22. An excellent lap from him, really going for it. Great lap. Yellow flag in sector 2 there, but McLaren on provisional pole. What a lap from him that was. He is now really looking forward for the pole position, hoping that he can do something great in race, maybe even win the race. As we all know, that's what they are trying to do here. Yellow flag in sector 1 and sector 2. What is going on? Did someone have an engine problem? Or is it just the McLaren on the slow lap causing the yellow flag? Now, the McLaren is in the in lap, I really believe. As here is the Mercedes going for another try because of the destroyed first try. And here is the Alpha Tauri of Kalum going for it. Right behind Mercedes, maybe using a little bit of their slipstream. Maybe that's his strategy. Getting released behind him and using this slipstream. Sector 3, yellow flag, someone has been off the track. But the Mercedes, not having really great lap times, but hoping they can put something better in, as the Alpha Tauri, dark blue and white Alpha Tauri, follows them with yellow flag in sector 2. What is happening here? Who could it be? As the Mercedes of Alex is slowing down, that's what causing the yellow flag, as he is slow on the straight. But still, the Alpha Tauri here putting great lap times, not missing the braking point, really going for it with DRS, all the electric energy to the engine as well. DRS going for it really hard, trying it for the last turn. What will his lap time be? Where will it put him? Can he beat the lap time of the McLaren? We will see very soon, as he now opens the DRS. His rear wing wide open, going for it. Now, where did last time put him? Only 14th. Very disappointing for him. He still has some time to improve. Quite disappointing, but he will still have another try. There is still a yellow flag in sector 1. What is going on? It is still the Mercedes who is slowing the guys down. We don't know, but really the McLaren on provisional pole having great lap times with Charles Leclerc as runner-up. As we saw the AlphaTauri driver very angry because he says that the Mercedes got in his way and ruined his lap. Very angry then. So is he in another fast lap? It looks like so because he's going really fast. And there is still a yellow flag in sector 1, sector 2. Who is causing this? It's still the Mercedes. It's out, or why is it so slow? And here the Alpha Tower is still doing great lap times. Not boxing, going for it. Going for it really. What will his lap time be? And it is 9th place on these old soft tires. And here's the Mercedes, extremely slow. And I think that AlphaTauri now has to go in, take another set of tires, and make sure that he makes it in, because still drivers behind looking forward to improve. But not looking really well for Mercedes so far. Fuse official, welcome to our F1 racing stream, and I see who you are cheering to. Very great. Why is this Mercedes staying out? It can't even have fuel anymore. And it is, oh no. It missed the points to the exit, to the pit lane, and it destroyed its front wing really slow in the pit lane. Oh, the Alex now hitting. Not really going well for him. But still, it's looking great so far. The Alpha Tauri most probably in love, but maybe still on charge. We don't know. What we hope. I think he's going in the box. Yes, he is boxing now. Yellow flag in sector 3. Now, McLaren still on provisional pole, waiting for his last run. I think all will now get a fresh set of tires and send it. Just fully send it, put as best lap times as they can, so they will improve and hopefully they can win it. Okay, so all guys are now stuck in the pits. What is their strategy now? I don't really know. Now we are waiting. What will happen? All guys waiting for that last run. As the Mercedes I see goes out first. HR Alex 14 going for it. Going out first, sending it all the way. He got out of the pit lane. Valtteri Bottas still in. Valtteri Bottas is still in the pit box now. The Mercedes going out, hoping they can improve on the fresh set of tires. Going for it through the gears on the fast straight. He is only car out now in the outlap, so well, this can really end up great for him if he uses the fresh air. Some drivers are most probably waiting for each other to get their slipstream, as it was in Monza. Now, what is his strategy, Heterolux? How will his lap do? Wow, really, really going for it. Oh, nearly missing the braking point. He goes right on the curb, on in the DRS zone, not activating the DRS though. He didn't activate the DRS because he's most probably in the outlap to not warm his tires that much. As he now comes into the last turn to start his fast lap now. Really, really going for it again. Let's hope he doesn't miss the braking point this time as he did before. Now going for it on this fresh set of soft tires. It didn't really went well for him, but now what he can do about it? Will he improve and push the Alpha Tauri in the danger zone, or will he stay in the elimination zone, which will be most probably? Oh, and no, he went wide there. He went really wide. That will cost him a lot of time. That will cost him a lot of time. That will cost him so much time. Yellow flag in sector 1. Someone most probably has been off during the outlap. As we see Alpha Tauri and McLaren still in the pits. What is their strategy? Can they make the outlap? Or will it finish there for them? As the Mercedes going and hitting the barrier actually, causing yellow flag. Now braking. What will his lap time be? Did the mistakes cause him so much time that he won't do anything about it? Or can he improve? We will see now. Going. Really going for it. Through the gears. Fastly. And it is 15th place. He didn't improve. Didn't went well for him. As all drivers now are in the outlap, but still, the McLaren on the provisional pole is staying in. Did he think he is safe? He most probably is, but you never know. He can still be pushed out. So now the Alpha Tower here. You're looking great, not having bad lap times. What will he do? Starting his fast lap right now. Going forward, the dark blue and white Alpha Tower. Hitting the curbs carefully. Just wanting to improve his lap time. doing great so far, doing a great job. Wow, really going for it, Alpha Tower. As he hopes he will get safely out of Q2 for the fight for pole position. His fast lap now, as he has 3 minutes to end his lap, which will he definitely do. But where it will put him? Will he improve his time? Or will it end like this? Hatcher Alex now finishing 14th, Q2 ends for him here. McLaren on the provisional pole, some tires improving, as the AlphaTauri now needs to improve because he's not safe for Q2. He needs to improve, really needs. Now going through the last turns, running really great through the last turn, and he boxes! Oh no! He boxes and Q2 ends for him here. So we have now only one guy going through into Q1 on provisional pole, the McLaren. Now, Q2 ends here. We now just have to wait. As here is the Mercedes ending its past lap, and it's Valtteri Bottas who ends his lap like this. And it is Romain Grosjean, Esteban Ocon, Lance Stroll, Callum and the Alex who are ending in Q2, and only one of our drivers on provisional pole for McLaren going for it. Can he snatch the pole and secure the race win? We will see very shortly. Stay with us please. We are underway for Q2 very shortly. The Q2 ends now with many broken hearts and many happy hearts, I actually think. Now please write in the comments if the McLaren can snatch the ball position. Wow, what an interesting qualifying this is. Okay, so here is Q3 with 11 minutes to go and only only 10 cars left. Now, some guys have already go out for the outlap. Here is the McLaren who was on provisional pole. Can he snatch the same lap time? Can he take the pole position? He was on provisional pole in Q2. Didn't look very promising in Q3, but now he was on provisional pole. What can he do about it? The McLaren now in the outlap as we see him now in sector 1, going through here. McLaren going for it for his fast lap, which will maybe put him on pole position. He really hopes that it will, and I bet it's his goal to take the pole position. He goes now, warming up the tires a little bit. On board with him now from the camera pod, as he now goes for the last turns to start his fast lap, and he stopped on track. He's stuck in neutral gear. And okay, it's good now, but he had a small technical problem. Now, will this cause him the fast lap? This can cause him sometimes on straight. Can he aim for the same time as he did before? We all hope so. Going fastly through here. Really going for it, he goes. Our McLaren driver. Braking heavily, going out of the turns fast. What lap time can he set? What lap time will it be? Will it be on provisional pole? Or will it end disappointing because of the technical problem he had at the start of this lap, as he was stuck in the neutral gear? And he missed the braking point, went onto the grass, and that is disappointing for him, ruining his fast lap. Q3, very disappointing. He missed the braking point. I think he took a little bit of damage to his front wing. He has been off, missed the braking point, went onto the grass. Braked too late. The tricky corner in Australia here. As he now goes into the box. Into the pit box he goes. Really going for it. Nearly hitting the wall in the pit box. Wow, I really don't know what to think now. As he can still gain the pole position. He has some time, but he will only have 1 or 2 tries. And that doesn't have to end very well. He can make the mistake and start from 10th position. Now, will he gamble it? Or what he'll do? And some drivers are going out already, but most are just coming into the pits. So Kimi Raikkonen on provisional pole so far. As it will be a really interesting race, I think. But Kimi Raikkonen on provisional pole. With our provisional pole from Q2 only P10 after mistake. As he's now going for the outlap. Releasing. Now the McLaren driver who was on provisional pole in Q2. Can he snatch the pole after a mistake he made? I think he's going for safety another tries to set his lap time from Q2 or maybe even improve it. It was 1:22.4. What will it be now? Going fastly through here, not missing the braking point this time. Going for it. Now he is behind the racing point of Sergio Perez, I think. Yeah, Sergio Perez, only racing point left in this session. Now, will it slow him down? He is in a fast lap. He really needs to improve to get out from P10. as he was on provisional pole. I don't think that he won't improve because when he's going to overtake that racing point, that could cost him a little bit of time. I think he will have to have another run. Now, will he miss the breaking point? He won't. He gets through the tricky part safety. Now it's just to get the best out of him and finish the lap very well. Going forward into the last turns, what lap time it will be, we don't know that yet, but it looks like a well done lap. Will he go for another try after this lap? We will also see. Opening the RS, going for it on the main straight. Goes and it is P4 so far. P4 with 1:22.4, the same lap time which was enough in Q2 for pre-visional pole, is now P4. Got the best out of him. He will maybe have another run. I don't know if he's now in lap or if he's going another try. Kimi Raikkonen, the leader of Q3, is in pits. Sebastian Vettel out there on the track. But what about our McLaren driver? What will he do? As he is really wanting pole position. Now I want you to write in the comments, what do you think? How will he do? Yellow flag in sector 2, sector 3, now only sector 3. Sebastian Vettel now setting some good lap times. And our McLaren driver, I think he's in slow lap or he has run out of fuel. Yeah, he has most probably run out of fuel going quite slowly. And he will get the fuel, fresh set of soft tires I think, and go for another try. He wants to snatch the pole position. He could have been on pole position, but the racing point slowed him down, and he's going for another try. Does he even have a lot of fuel? And he's off. He is off hitting the barrier. He is in the tire barrier. Not in the tire barrier, just on the barrier, sorry. He is in, and most probably this is where qualifying ends for him. As he retired, what time will he be at the end? It is P8 for the McLaren driver, the pole sitter fighter, with Valtteri Bottas on pole position. As we are watching, of course, for the Xbox League, the our driver streams, but they're kinda off right now. Okay, good, again, it works now. As one of our drivers who are spectating, his game crashed. So we will now need to wait before they invite him back. The Red Bull driver who will start from back of the field, going for it, wanting to score some points in the race. Australia multiplayer race. How will it do? Will someone go for two stop? I think most people will go for one stop strategy. mostly the guys in back. But I think the front runners can maybe try the two-stop strategy to have faster tires at the end. We will see how it goes. Don't forget to stay with us. We are underway for the race. It will be very, very interesting race. Thanks for all your support, guys, of course. Write in chat who is your favorite driver for it. As a lot of drivers got disqualified on the formation lap, actually. Yes, I asked who will win, and that's what I asked because I want to know your opinion on who will win. As we have a lot of AIs mixing the field up, so it's only now about who will win the race. The formation lap, the Red Bull drivers at the back of the field. Of course, here we have the predicted pit stop strategy. So soft and lap 10 or 12 for the hard tires. That's I think the most used strategy in this race. As the back of the field now comes to form the field up for the amazing start, of course I believe, of this amazing race. The Red Bulls making the backfield. They will start last on the grid, with two drivers ahead of them, one McLaren, one Alfa Romeo. As we are on board, because of course we didn't found a spectator for Xbox race, we are on board, lights out, and here we go. Alfa Romeo driver hit the Red Bull driver who got a great start. They are going for it. The one of the Red Bulls already make up 2 places, as the Mercedes had really poor start actually. Mercedes got poor start. These Red Bull really going for it, sending it down the inside, and they've crashed. Both Red Bulls crashed into each other. Esteban Ocon out there, getting his race most probably destroyed. Esteban Ocon maybe out, front wing damage here. As the Red Bull, one of the Red Bulls spun around. What a crazy start this is for the lap 1, with this Red Bull having front wing damage. So Mercedes then of the Alex having not really the best start, and there was a contact with Alfa Romeo at the start. The Red Bull driver who had amazing start caught up the Alfa Romeo, which was going for the inside line. And this Red Bull, what is wrong with his tires? His tires are completely cold. The car must be terrible to drive in conditions like this. If both Red Bulls are really, really bad situation. Bad situation for both Red Bulls. He needs to warm his tires up, they are extremely cold. Valtteri Bottas then continues to lead actually. As the McLaren, one of the McLarens is in the pit box because of most probably damage he picked up. As the Red Bulls neither driver relevant, one of the Red Bulls with his late braking move was off the track, letting his teammate, I don't know if by or just a small mistake there. But this Red Bull having extremely cold tires. Now what is happening here? What a race this is. I mean, like, these Red Bulls are really struggling away, as there is a big gap to the guys in front. But I think it's Mercedes Ferrari. Red Bull then trying to push with the overtake mode with Esteban Ocon, the Renault on his tail. Now, will Esteban Ocon do something about it? There is a yellow flag. There was a yellow flag in Sector U, but it's now away. Who can snatch the win here in Australia for our first Xbox race so far? Looking incredibly racy, the guys here, as the Red Bulls are pushing hard to catch up the other drivers. As one of the Red Bulls has just boxed, most probably for new tires or new front wing, as there was a lot of contact at the start. But our driver is getting away well, as this Red Bull driver sends it down the inside on Lance Stroll. Great move, fastest sector 1 from him as he's pushing. This can actually but cost him a little bit of time at the end, as his tires won't last long and his fuel is an infinitive. But we don't know what his strategy actually is. Going for it. Yeah, I saw the McLaren pitting. Caution, yellow flag, and it's good now. The McLaren pitted and is now running in 18th place, I think. As here, as into the pit box comes Alfa Romeo in 13th place. The Red Bull driver actually making a lot of ground, didn't he? With Leclerc behind him, he's now chasing the Mercedes at the front of the field. With rage mix and the overtake mode enabled nearly the entire lap, he's running quite actually out of ERS, but still he can do a lot in this race. He can score some good points for start of the championship. He can do a lot. He can do a lot in this race. Because the AI drivers of course doesn't count in the championship, so that's it. But like in PC there is 0 and 0 for both drivers who were involved in the race because they spun around, didn't score points. But now in this race this can be some championship winning score points, even it doesn't have to be win. But of course I think our drivers have 29 laps to get on the podium and push hard for it, and I think that's what they are going to do. Going for it, this Red Bull driver braking late, trying to catch the Mercedes, who is quite in front actually. There is a bigger gap, but yeah. Reduce space as there is a safety car out. It's only virtual safety car, but this will help the Red Bull driver on his charge through the field, as he needs to reduce his pace to match the delta times. But going for it now with the safety car, our Red Bull driver, who is our host for the stream of the first race. Wow, he's really doing a great job. He is far up from where he's far up from where he started. Really interesting drive from him. Going for it. Wow, just wow. Excellent drive. He lets the AI drive for him because of the safety car. Of course, the safety car is over now because it was on the virtual. Someone had an incident, but it's all career now. Drivers are free to race. It does definitely help this Red Bull driver up on his charge way through the field. Going fastly. catching up the Mercedes, who is 4 seconds ahead. This is a big challenge for the Red Bull driver. He needs to make 4 seconds, which means consistent driving and no mistakes. The Red Bull driver, he now needs to pay. Oh, and I see there is a Red Bull off in sector 2 on the where drivers make most mistakes. I see a Red Bull there off in the barrier. Is that what caused the safety car? Or is it only what happened now? As the yellow flag is now over and we see the Red Bull going well, but was it left actually, I think, by the race leader? And it's, I think, most probably will go to box now, as it most probably took some hard damage. I saw it. I think it was mistakes most drivers do in that part of the track. Now we just need to know it was most probably the second Red Bull driver, as this Red Bull driver charging still through the field. But there is another yellow flag, which is now gone again. What is happening? Is someone having an engine problem? Is someone in a trouble? What is happening? As the Red Bull was off again. Oh no! As Red Bull teammates love each other during this race. Wow, really, really disappointing for the Red Bull driver. And there is another yellow flag. Did someone made a mistake there? Is someone in a barrier there? There is a yellow flag in this part of the track, and another yellow flag back then. What a race! And there, I didn't saw who it is, but someone was in wall, as it was Kevin Magnussen. Kevin Magnussen in the wall for this race, as the first Red Bull driver retires from session, and this is the only Red Bull that remains in the session, but he is now out of fuel with his pushing through the field. Red Bull driver pushing, pushing and pushing, really going forward here, as Kevin Magnussen is still in the wall. We don't know if he's out of the session or if he just can't move, but he is definitely still in the wall. The Haas of Kevin Magnussen, who in PC League finished 4th, is in the wall for the Xbox race and is now retired from the race, as there is no longer a yellow flag. The incident is cleared and we can all race again. I'm actually surprised that we didn't get a safety car so far, as safety car is very quite used in these races. After incidents like this was the tricky part. This Red Bull driver really out of fuel, but he gets the Mercedes up, which is the 11th and 10th place ahead for him, and he needs those points for the Xbox Championship, as there is now basically just one player and AI is ahead of him, and that's what he aims to be ahead of. Red Bull driver wanting the best for his team, braking lately, going forward, activating the overtake mode. Wow, his amazing charge through the field, as I think there was a small contact between Mercedes and the racing point. Now, what can they do, the Red Bulls? And he breaks and cuts the chicane! And it was an illegal overtake. He returns the position and loses a lot of time because of the returning. That's near like 2 seconds thrown away. Really, really disappointing for him, as he had to brake as he braked lately and didn't expect to Mercedes to be that slow in the corner. That was very, very disappointing for him. He was nearly ahead. Just very, very disappointing. As he is now in the box, is he trying an undercut? Wow, boxing so early. And it is hard compound tires for him and front wing chain. This can ruin any undercut attempt if he is changing his front wing. McLaren guys further than as well with the Racing Point guys. He is in the 15th place, 16th now with Charles Leclerc passing by. So he is now in the last place after the pit stops. But some of people ahead still didn't box, so he still can do a lot in this race, I believe. Going for the Red Bull driver, like, he is most probably now just pacing himself, and only the in lap should be fast. Oh, sorry, out lap. And then he will most probably. Oh, and there was a contact with the wall, damage to his brand new front wing. Contact with the wall. Can he hold it? I think he can. As there was a McLaren spun around. TWV 2006 McLaren driver spun round. He was spun round. He most probably do the same mistake as most drivers does here. He missed the braking point and banged into the wall. Disappointment then for him, as this is our Red Bull driver now catching up and blast passing Charles Leclerc. Wow, what a pass from him. Blast passing Charles Leclerc like this. Wow. Great, great job from him. Just wow, amazing overtake, blast passing him on the straight like this. As now the AlphaTauri driver is 6 seconds ahead and next to him. Yeah, quite unlucky for McLaren then. McLaren going really well, but there is still one driver in the race and on the chart from McLaren. We don't know where he is currently running, but if I'm on the map good, he is in the lead, the first McLaren driver, but I don't know that 100% as we don't have commentator and spectator for Xbox, so we are watching from driver's view. But we will still see how will the race finish. It was my brother, he is so sad right now. Oh no, your driver spinning around in the tricky point of Australian Grand Prix. Very disappointing, I believe. But don't worry, the race is not over yet. He can still achieve a lot into the race. As there is someone in the barrier, I think I saw a McLaren in the barrier at the minimap. Going for the Red Bull driver, pushing hard, pushing really hard. Red Bull driver. Red Bull's having great pace today. He is not making a lot of mistakes. He's doing a great job. As Esteban Ocon is in deep pits and our driver who are spectating Blast passes him now. It's lap 13. We are nearly halfway in the race. Wow, 5 people now on the stream. Welcome everyone. Hope you are enjoying the stream. We are very happy that you are supporting us all the way. And of course, if you are on Xbox or PC or PlayStation, anything, if you play Formula 1, don't forget to join our Discord server. The link is in the screen chat or in the now. Tell me, who do you think will win the race? As we don't see, of course, who is leading because we don't have a proper spectator for the Xbox races. But who do you think is in the elite, and who do you think will win the race? As we saw the McLaren driver who spun around, setting a fastest lap. So for the hard break, at least a small cheer up by the fastest lap. As the Alpha Tauri driver ahead of Red Bull driver, nearly 8-second gap there. As our Red Bull driver, of course, a small front wing damage, but he is doing a great job and great laps. We are nearly, I think we are halfway in the race, and it's looking great so far. Now, guys, as our driver again is in the plus fuel, and he puts the rich mix on as I saw, and is on charge once again. Going for it, listening to radio. What is the fastest lap overall? Wanting to stall it, wanting to steal it away. Fastly, really fastly going. As he's braking hard. Braking hard, accelerating hard, pushing hard, everything. His ERS is running really low, so he has to do something with it. As Lance Stroll was just lapped by our race leader, we don't know who is that, and someone has been off, and it's been the Alpha Tauri who was ahead of the Red Bull for the entire time. It's off now in the Australia, was in the gravel trap. Disappointment then. Getting, I think, passed by Esteban Ocon as well. No, he actually kept ahead of Esteban Ocon. Disappointment, big disappointment then. But still it's not over for him. He can still do a lot in this race. I think he could actually go for a fresh set of medium tires and rush for the end of the race. As we now see a yellow flag in the sector 2, but it's gone now. As Lance Stroll just passed the Alpha Tauri driver. Really interesting race so far. There is not many and there is a yellow flag again in sector 3. What a dismal first lap. The Alpha, not sorry, not first lap, but what a dismal lap is the Alpha Tauri having now. Our Red Bull driver going for it, doing well and doing a great job. He's still setting a great lap times. Who do you guys think is in front of this race? As the field is all the way splitted. As there is some drivers in the box, we don't know who is it, but some drivers are in boxes. Sergio Perez now passed Roman Grosjean for P9. Wow. Interesting, really interesting race so far. Trying to make it to the end with these hard compound tires. Red Bull driver who was undercutting but had to change his front wing as well. Now activating the overtake mode, going fast on the straight, trying to catch the guys ahead of him to score his debut F1 International Esport League point or points. We don't know where he will finish. It's lap 17 of the Australian Grand Prix from lap 29. We are getting near to the end of the race. Really, really great race, I have to say. Braking now. As he goes up to down to third gear. Did he actually activated the manual gearing system now? Trying to catch the Roman Grosjean 8 seconds ahead of him. Same tires. I think same age of the tires. As I think they boxed on the same lap. What will now happen? The Red Bull drivers going really fastly. And he now activated the race mix and the push now begins. 7 seconds for his F1 debut points. Can he make it? We all hope so. Will he make it? We don't know. But one thing is sure, that he is doing great drive and he can be very proud of what he done. He has made up 7 places from start. He is driving like this with front wing damage. He's pushing hard, he's doing great lap times. Just amazing, wow. What? Wow. How is he doing so great? The Red Bull driver. He's really closing the gap to Roman Grosjean actually, who is falling behind. Did he lose the race pace? The Roman Grosjean as a driver. It looks like, and our driver has been on the grass now. He has been on the grass. That didn't end up well for him, but still, it will do. And again, overtake mode on the main straight, getting all of what he can out of the battery, using the electrical energy, using the normal energy from his engine, the Honda engine in his car. pushing, closing the gap to Roman Grosjean for his first F1 debut points. Is he's pushing hard, no looking for retires now. He is just doing great job. As the Alpha Tower driver retired and there is a virtual safety car. Virtual safety car deployed. We had an incident on the track. We don't know what happened. We will tell you very soon. And here is the Alpha Tower driver. Did he miss the braking point like most guys did today? I think it was the mistake some guys already made today. The mistake in tricky Australia conditions. And the virtual safety car now ending. Incident cleared very fastly. A return to racing speed, and it's lap 29 laps to go in this dramatic Australian Grand Prix. So the AlphaTauri driver who retired from his debut Grand Prix in the end of sector 2 in the tricky part turned in when his rear was still on the curb, and he spun around and hit the barrier, which meant DNF from him. Now Esteban Ocon behind medium tires also pushing, but our driver really going for it. He really wants the points badly. Yeah, here is where the AlphaTauri driver lost it all. Can our Red Bull driver, who is hosting us for today's race, catch up with Roman Grosjean and score his debut points? I think he has a big chance as we already see his car. Roman Grosjean incredibly slow in this race. Going for it. Large speed. He is catching up to Roman Grosjean. He will have DRS, I think, with this pace in next lap. And with the DRS, I think it's over for the Haas driver. Just wow. Going for it. He as Mark Verstappen said in White he's just fully sending it. Roman Grosjean in P10. Catching up really the Red Bull driver. And he's already in slipstream and he will have the DRS on the next DRS train. Wow. Now with DRS wide open, overtake mode, but there is not much left in the Red Bull car. He is sending it, he sent it, he just fully sent it. What an overtake, what a dive bomb. Wow. This was a golden overtake. What a hell of an overtake this was. As he is up to P10, now chasing down Sergio Perez with Roman Grosjean behind. He has to save fuel if he wants to make it to the end, but he just made an amazing dive bomb down the inside on Roman Grosjean, and it looks like nearly 100% sure. He's not 100% sure if he's making it to the end, but I can tell you this was a hell of a drive. Amazing drive. And he's on the grass, and he's spun around, oh no! He spun around and oh no, all the chances thrown away with the front wing completely gone. Front wing gone, big damage to the car. I think he's bringing it to the box now, maybe going for the soft compound tires and trying to make it to the end. We will see very shortly what his next move will be. I don't think he can stay out of damage like this, but it mostly depends on him. Car running really wide here. After the contact with the barrier, completely destroyed front wing. Car turning very hardly, letting Lance roll by. Oh, and there was a contact with Lance Stroll. Bank wheels. Wow. 126.1 is the fastest lap of the race so far. Going into the pit box, what tire it will be. As the McLaren driver who owns the fastest lap, 38 seconds behind. Can he make it? Can he pass him? We will see very shortly. What can he do? McLaren driver now in the last corner. Now our driver nearly exiting the pit lane. McLaren driver going on the main straight. Going out, our driver. I think McLaren driver didn't make it, but he is really close. Well, not that close, but he is quite close. Looking really racy. The McLaren trying to catch up. Now there is these drivers, Red Bull and McLaren. Can McLaren driver hold his fastest lap, or can Red Bull driver here steal it from him? And he's on the grass again, and oh, that was so close. That was really close to the barrier. But our driver still has to save fuel because of his hard pushing. Braking heavily now on the fresh set of soft compound tires. Will he go for the fastest lap, or is he just looking to finish the race? Will he take the checkered flag in 13th place? Five laps to go after this dramatic, heartbreaking Australian Grand Prix. This Red Bull driver pushing really hard. Didn't make it. Hit the tire wall. End of the race for him. Nearly. He managed to save it, but it was really hard to keep it safe. He brought the car in, stayed calm, but now he's going for the fastest lap. With DRS now on the leader. I don't know if it's leader, but one of the AIs. DRS, two purple sectors. I think this will be the fastest lap of the race. Yeah, this looks like the fastest lap of the race. This really looks. This 1:23, nearly 3 seconds faster than anyone else. The previous lap was 1:26.9.1, but now it was 1:23. Wow, just wow. Now I think Valtteri Bottas pass. What a fast lap it was. as our Red Bull driver is, I think, faster than the guy ahead of him, but he is the lapping car, so he isn't really allowed to unlap himself because he would gain the blue flags again. So he's now most just using him for the DRS. Ghosting a little bit here, passing Valtteri Bottas. As he's really low on fuel and he needs to get all that fuel back in 2 laps. Wait, 3 laps, sorry, 3 laps. He has 3 laps to save all that fuel, letting Valtteri Bottas pass again. The blue flag incident's really going on here. Now the Red Bull driver again catching up with Valtteri Bottas. Ghosting here, as we can see. Fresh set of soft tires, I think, is much faster. A lot of ghosting with Valtteri Bottas' car ahead, of course. Now with DRS, he's definitely faster. I don't think Valtteri Bottas should lap him again. But blue flags do its own things, so we will see how it will go. Because the blue flags really breaking it. And here is a blue flag for the driver again, letting him pass by. Wow, blue flags must be really disappointing for him, because he's definitely faster on this fresh set of soft compound tires. Not really going well, but wow, the Valtteri Bottas now. As you can see, he's slower, but his car lap ahead, so he has the right to stay in front, but also the car behind has the right to unlap itself when it's faster, which will happen, I think, here again. Another lap. Running with the DRS, braking lately, and ghosting into the Valtteri Bottas. Again ghosting into the Valtteri Bottas. Braking lately again. Now who will have the DRS? Wow. Valtteri Bottas behind again. But no blue flags this time. Really good situation now for him. As it will be now nearly last lap. Well, for the faster cars it is actually, I think, last lap. As our Red Bull driver here is being lapped now by Valtteri Bottas again, but he's obviously faster than him. And again he's ghosting into Valtteri Bottas, fighting with him. Wow. Looking really interesting now. Wow, now Valtteri Bottas again much slower, and that's 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. 3 seconds to be added to his lap time at the end of the race. What can he do about it? I mean, he's safe in 13, but will it be enough to keep his fastest lap as it was nearly 3 seconds faster? We don't know that yet, as Valtteri Bottas is the race winner of the first Xbox Grand Prix, and here is the McLaren driver scoring his debut points and finishing higher to take the championship lead for McLaren. Great job for him. And the race is now over. Dramatic Xbox Grand Prix season opener, first race for Xbox ever. And here is the driver of the day, HR Alex 14. And that's it. Race over. Xbox Grand Prix, Valtteri Bottas, Kimi Raikkonen and Daniel Kvyat on the podium. But for the championship it means McLaren in the lead. As of course only real player counts. And it is all over now. The race, I hope you enjoyed along with us. And see you next time. As he kept his fastest lap. Oh, now we don't know who has the fastest lap. Because of the 30-second time penalty. Two stops for him because of the damage. I'm really appreciating and thanking to the Red Bull driver that he has hosted this race, because we didn't found a Xbox spectator. If you are on Xbox and playing F1 2020, don't forget to join our Discord server. Link is in the description or in the comments up here in the stream. Thanks for watching everyone, and see you next time.